Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now there's a tweet that has been shared by former Machakos Senator Johnstone Muthama, which suggests that in case the ODM leader Raila Odinga become the President of the Republic of Kenya in 2022, number one, Raila is going to be an imperial president, and number two, that Raila is going to make the country to be a single party state. And number three, he's suggesting that Raila is going to be a live president. If you allow me, this is what Johnstone Muthama shared on his tweet. Number one, Raila is planning to rely on power beyond those in the constitution. His relentless push of the already rejected BBI shows how he intends to take an imperial view of the presidency. He wants to make Kenya a de facto one-party state with the legislative branch being, number two, controlled by an incumbent party, and exploit his role as commander-in-chief to expand on the imperial prerogative of his office. Raila Odinga must be rejected in the ballot. That is former Machakos Senator Johnstone Muthama. Sometimes when I read such statements, I remain wondering. I'm just lacking what to say. Because maybe, in my view, Johnstone Muthama might be just making comedy, or he wants to mislead people from the reality that he knows deep in his heart. Now, looking on Muthama's post, I think it is good we use this opportunity to check on what the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto has ever stood for in this country and what he's selling to Kenyans in his bottom-up as we are heading to 2022 general election, and compare it to what Raila Odinga has always stood for in this country and what he is championing for in his 2022 campaign. But before we go deep into that, I have a quick request. You might be watching this channel but you have not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that any other time, once we release a video like this one, you'll always get notified. Again, to all our eternal subscribers and anyone who drop a comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video thumbs up so that YouTube will recommend a video to larger audience or more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, if you say that Raila Odinga want to stay in power beyond those in the constitution, one thing that you have to appreciate is that Raila Odinga has been in forefront fighting for change on our constitution. Remember, we are living in Moi era where there was no term limit in our constitution. So we had a live president. There was no way you were going to remove Moi from presidency because through the system he could rig and stay in power because there was no term limit. But we saw Raila Odinga with other like-minded people who came together and championed for the change in our constitution, which was later promulgated in 2010 by President Mwai Kibaki. That was really pushed by Raila Odinga. So if you appreciate this fact, the question we have to ask ourselves today is that where was the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto when Raila was pushing for a change in our constitution so that we can cap the term limit, which cannot go beyond 10 years. So if you serve 5 and you manage to steal another 5, it means you will go home after 10. Definitely, DP Ruto was busy opposing any plan to change the constitution of Kenya. So, meaning the truth of the matter, if we have to answer Muthama, is that Ruto is a man who wanted, maybe if he get to power, to be a live president. But Raila, in real sense, he is not in that direction. So, Muthama should be directing these remarks to his party leader, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. That is the man who can be a live president. Even look at his age. I think that is why he wanted to go that direction. But Raila in this age, how can he even think to be a live president? It can't happen. So in that way, I look at Muthama and I feel this is just comedy. Or maybe he just wants to mislead Kenyans into a direction that themselves they know. Now, number two, Muthama is insinuating that Raila Odinga want to make Kenya a de facto one-party state with the legislative branch being controlled by incumbent party. So when he say this, one question we are also asking ourselves here today, when Raila Odinga, Orengo, Anyang' Nyong'o, Charity Ngilu, Martha Karua, Matiba, Koigi wa Mwere, watu kama Wamalwa, akina Bishop Njoya, akina Ndingi Mwana Ndheke, among so many people who are beaten brutally in the street fighting for multi-party state in the country. Where was the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto? Did he join them to fight when KANU was just the only party? Where was he? When Raila was even being jailed to some extent. When these leaders were being beaten brutally in the street, the reality of the matter is that Ruto was busy in YK 92. So he was embracing the single party state regime in the country. He was busy defending them, and he was happy when these people were being beaten brutally in the street of Nairobi and all those other places. So Ruto was against multi-party. I don't understand how, if Ruto gets to power, he can defend something that he has been always against. So to me, the right person who can defend multi-party in the country is Raila Amolo Odinga and other people who have been fighting for that multi-party. Unajua kwa Kiswahili wanasema, uchungu wa mwana aujuaye ni mama mzazi. So if Raila has been part of this move that gave birth to change in our constitution and have this multi-partyism, it means he has been carrying the baby. So he knows the pain because he has gone through that pain, even through the prison, being beaten brutally, and all the manner of things has happened in his presence. But Ruto does not know the pain of bringing multi-party in the country. He did not go through that pain. So he don't understand the price of bringing multi-party in the country. In that way, I'm certain that Ruto has nothing to protect in this country to do with the multi-party democracy. Look at what Ruto is bringing to Kenyans. He's coming with the UDA party. And for him it's clear. If you want to work with Ruto in 2022, you have to join UDA. For him, UDA is the only national party in the country. He has profiled all those other political parties as tribal village parties. That is according to Ruto. So if you want to join him, break your party and join UDA party. It only singles to one thing, that Ruto is here championing to take Kenyans back to one single party state. As simple as that. So what Johnstone Muthama should be saying is that Ruto is laying out ground to take Kenyans back to single party state according to what he's selling to Kenyans. Because definitely, I see these things just opposite of what Senator Johnstone Muthama should have told Kenyans. It's just a reality of the opposite. Because how can you get to Ukambani and tell Kalonzo, break your Wiper party, which has up to 20 members of parliament, with this, some governors and so many MCS and the senators. Tell him to break such a political party and join UDA, a new party which has just maybe 2 members of parliament and some MCS elected on that ticket. How possible you come to West and tell Musalia Mudavadi to break ANC party, which has up to 15 members of parliament, some senators, and so many MCS. Same to Senator Wetangula. You look at Raila Amolo Odinga, he is embracing these political parties, and he is ready to go into a coalition with any other like-minded. That is the difference we are facing here. Raila is a pro-coalition, and he has proved this throughout any campaign that he has carried out that has brought victory in the country. So it means Raila is appreciating one thing, our politics is political. Number 2, we need these all other parties to embrace multi-party that he fought for. But Ruto is not going in that direction. He don't need anything to do with coalition. So that alone is enough to describe who Raila Amolo Odinga is and what he can do vis-a-vis who William Samoei Ruto is and what he is planning to do, just in case he clinch to power. And lastly, Muthama is saying that Raila Odinga want to be an imperial president. I don't see anywhere in the BBI where it is promoting an imperial president, someone who has absolute power, the way Moi and Kenyatta had. I don't see anywhere in the BBI. So there's no way you can say that Raila Amolo Odinga is championing to be an imperial president. Instead, someone who has suggested that just in case he gets power, he can lead Kenyans back to that direction is one and only our deputy president, William Samoei Ruto. He has demonstrated, even through his UDA party, he is the only person there on top, a man whom you cannot advise, a man who cannot buy into anything you are telling him. It's just Ruto and himself. That's why you see, even when they get to a press conference where they address Kenyans, he even don't allow his allies to answer questions. Instead, he step up to come and respond to any questions asked by the journalist. That is William Samoei Ruto. But look at Raila Amolo Odinga. Anytime they have had a campaign and there are questions to check out or to explain to Kenyans, you see he will bring a team. Like last time, Musalia Mudavadi and the Senator Orengo, they were the ones in front, including Senator Wetangula. They were in front line answering questions to do with NASA. So again, it means he was giving privileges and chance to the team that he was working with. He embraced the team. That's why you see Mudavadi was always coming out to speak on behalf of the NASA coalition, and Orengo on legal matters was coming out to speak in behalf of Raila Amolo Odinga. And Raila could just come out to speak on few issues. So Raila is a man who embraced teamwork. But Ruto ni yeye tu. Ni yeye tu. Na hakuna mtu mwingine mwenye anaweza mwambia kitu. So in that way, I see it is only Ruto who can want to take Kenya to an imperial president way, but not Raila Amolo Odinga. So in my view, Muthama statement is misleading statement. No one should buy into what Muthama is saying, and you can see even with your naked eyes. Unless if Muthama is confused and he was directing this thing to a wrong person. It was supposed to be directed to William Samoei Ruto and not Raila Amolo Odinga, in my own view. Now, I don't know what to think about this tweet from Johnstone Muthama, but I have given my view. So you also have your chance to go in the comment section where you can also give your view. There are some things maybe I have not talked about. You can also bring those issues in the comment section so that we help other people to understand this conversation even much more better. Otherwise, I must say thank you so much for anyone who always come back to watch our videos. And also, I must appreciate everyone for the comment that always come in. I think I was somehow late to respond to some of the comments, but I did yesterday at night. I think I responded to more than 195 comments. So keep on dropping those comments. I will always respond and react to each and every comment. So I must say thank you so much. May good God bless you for always coming back. See you in our next video.